So just final prior to brazing up the pipe to the unit that's in a fixed position up above and will not move after this. The pipe is now, if you could see, the light is blinding us down here, but if you could see that little black marker line right there. If you see that little black marker line at the tip of my thumb right there, you can see it's about the width of a laser over to the right on the center line of the pipe, and then coming up here about 6 feet up. If I get out of the way, and you see the center line mark on the pipe is about the width of a laser beam gun. So I'm good in that access point, and then I brought the laser over to the side, and I know in the Z and the Y axis we are perfectly vertical. Now when you get into really long runs on a VFR system, unlike a standard split system where you, other than we have 2-speed with the unloader, and we're coming out with like the Bosch unit for your residential units that are 2, 3, 4, 5 ton units, you have a little variable. This system can vary the refrigerant and unit output all the way down to say 15% of capacity, all the way up to 130% of capacity. And what you have to remember, even though this is a 20-ton system, it's on 4 air handlers, and as it narrows and it comes back from the very small lines from 5/8 to 7/8 line, and then from the 7/8 line it'll go into the Y joint, 7/8, 7/8, 7/8, and then it'll jump up to 1 3/8. It has to keep a refrigerant velocity that has the capability of keeping the oil to return back to the compressor. And so this is why on these VRF systems, when you're looking at them, the pipes seem unusually small sometimes compared to what you're used to on a standard system, because they always have to think what the minimum refrigerant velocity will be, and it'll come to a point where the refrigerant oil will fall out of suspension and will no longer flow up the sides of the pipe, because it needs the velocity to keep making the oil hug around the surface of the pipe on the inside and push it up all the way. And you don't want to pitch. You don't want them to pitch to the left or right. You don't want to make oil traps, because you can actually cause oil problems with oil return. And having a perfectly vertical in both axes, whether it's in this direction or in this direction, you want to give the oil the best chance possible to make it back up to your unit. So now it's time to go up above and start brazing.